Hello and welcome everyone. So now we are fully done with the basics of Elementor. Now we're going to be starting up with our this project. So before starting up our this project, I want to tell you something. If you think that I am going very slow, then you can control the playback speed right down in the player where you can select it, so it will be turned to fast. Because now since you know basics, the designing part might bore you guys, or the designing part might interest you guys. It totally depends upon your mind. If it is interesting you, then you can set it to slow if you want to just do it that way. Or if it's boring you, then you can just set the playback speed to 2 times so that the video can go much more faster and you can just like understand what I'm doing. All right. So in this video, we're going to be designing this header right here, and we're going to be implementing it right on this website. So make sure that you are on your home page, you go to the edit page, and there you should see the edit with Elementor. All you need to do is to click edit with Elementor and you will be taken to the Elementor page builder. Now this is what we made in the previous video, so we're going to just delete this, and now we're going to start building up our page, and then after that we will just go ahead and we will hit update page so that that would be shown on our web page. Let's just go ahead and let's create it. First of all, we need to create a section. So what we will do, we will just go ahead and we will click this plus button over here, and we will just select a first column, and now we will have to go into the height and we will set this to a minimum height. So I will be now increasing the height, and 527 height is perfectly for me. Now what I will do is that I will go ahead and I will drag this heading and I will drop it here, and now I will align this to center. Now what I want you guys to do is to enter your full name over here. And then what you need to do is to go ahead and drag an image and then just drop it right above here. Alright, and now what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to get your profile picture and upload it over here. So what I will do is that I will click on choose image, and I will drag the image I want and I will drop it right here. And now what I will do is that I will hit insert media. Now, if your image is very much bigger in size, then what you can do is that you can change it like how much you want, and you can even change this to a thumbnail so that it should be looking like this. All right, same like this, you can go into the style and you can work with the width that we will be doing later on after we have uploaded a background. So now what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to get an image. And for the image, the background image, there is a website that is called unsplash.com. Now, unsplash.com is a website that is going to provide you free licensed images. So that means that you can use those images on your particular website without the need of a license. All right. So what we want to do, we want to get an image of a laptop. So what I will do is that I will search for laptop images. I will hit enter, and you can see that I've got a lot of images that I can choose from, and I can use them on my website. So you can decide which image you like the most, and you can take a look at it. Now, since we want to build a replica of this website, we have a laptop and a mug. So we will just search for laptop mug, and we will hit enter, and now it should just show us all the websites that contains laptop and the mug. Alright, my dear students, so upon reaching down, I do get this image that we have used in this particular project. So what I will do is that I will just click this download button, and the image will be downloaded right on my machine. So once your image has been downloaded, if I just open this image is really much bigger. And that means that if I just upload it onto my server, this image will just load my server, and every time when the website page will be load, the website speed will be like very much not faster. So what we would need to do is that we need to compress this image. So for that, what I need you to do is to open up your Photoshop if you have it. If you do not have it, then what you can do is that you can go to photop.com. This is basically the website that is an alternative for Photoshop, where you can upload your image and you can just like resize your image. So what we would need to do is that we need to click on new project. Now once you click on new project, you will see that it will be set to 1280 by 720 pixels. I want you to keep it the same way. Don't go beyond that. And the reason for that is because for websites cover images, the width and the height should be like 1280 by 720, or if you want the image to be much more stronger, much more crispier, then you can use 1920 by 1080 pixels. But still, 1920 by 1080 pixels would be much more bigger in size, and it would cost your server much more speed. So what I would recommend is to just set this to 1280 by 720, and then you need to hit create. So in the project name, you can just set this to cover image for home. All right, and now you can hit create. Now once this is created, you should see a white box over here. Now what you need to do is to drag your image from the downloads folder and then just drop it right here. And once you will drop it right here, you can see that the image will be added right here. So now what you can do is that you can resize your image. And how you can resize your image, once you will drop it, you can see that here is this resizing options available to you. So what you can do is that you can drag it and you can just like resize it this way. So if I want to resize it, you can see how is it resizing. But I would recommend you to hold your shift key and then resize it. So then the image will not be just like changed just like that, how it is changed, right? So when you will hold your shift key and then when you will resize it, you can see that the image alignment is much more prettier. All right, and now what you can do is that you can just leave your shift, leave your mouse, and then you have to hit enter, and now this resizing options will be gone. So now what you can do is that you can go into the file, and now you can go to export, and now what you can do is that you can export that as a JPEG file. Now make sure to export it as a JPEG file, and the reason for that is because JPEG file is just like the least in size. PNG is bigger compared to the JPEG. So now what you can do is that you can set the quality to like how much you want, so you can do it like that, but I would suggest you to not go beyond 65. And now you can go ahead and you can hit save, and now you can see that the image has been saved. So once the image has been saved, now what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to come up here to your website Elementor, and then you have to right click on it, click edit section, go into the style, and then upload a background. So what we will do is that we will select the background to be classic, and now we will choose the image. Now what we will do is that we will drag our laptop image and we will drop it right here so that the laptop image is right here. Now you can see that this is 1280 by 720 pixels, and it is also 53 kbs only. Now if I just show you what was the size before, so the size before was actually 1.2 MB, and now it is only set to 54 KB. So like this is very much smaller, and it is not gonna load my server at all. Now what you can do is that you can go ahead and you can hit insert media. All right, and now you can see that the media has been inserted. Now if you will click this arrow, you can see that the image is right here and the image is repeating. Along with that, there are some things that we need to do. So what I want you guys to do at first, just go into the repeat and set this to no repeat, and now you can see that this is how it's looking. Same like this, what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to come up here and set the size to cover so that it just takes the full page. So now you can see that how this is actually looking. But if you take a look at this, when I just take my page down, then what is happening is that image is still fixed in the background and this is moving. So how this is happening is this effect is actually called the parallax effect. So what you need to do is that you need to just say it in here. Like you can see that when I just bring my page down, the image is also moving. However, when I bring my page down, the image is fixed in the background and this is moving. On this side, this is not moving. So what you can do is that you can set your attachment to be fixed. And now if you move down, you can see that the image is still in the background and this is moving. So this is actually a great thing that you can do for your website. Now what you can do is that you can go into the background overlay and you can go into the background, set this to background classic color, and then add a color you want. So you can just select like which color you want. You can choose it. Since we want to use blue on our website, we're going to be using blue throughout this website. So this is actually the color code that I want you to go ahead and copy and paste it. This is actually 009EE2. this is the color code that I want you to copy and paste, and you should achieve the exact same color right here. Now once you are done with that, now what we need to do is to work on with the styling so that we can achieve it this way. So first of all, what we need to do is to just go into the edit image, and what we need to do is that we need to do some changes in it. Now this image is actually curved. So what we need to do is that we need to make this image curved. And this image can be curved using a border. So what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to go into the edit image, come to the style, and in here you can see this, we have border type. Now what you can do is that you can go ahead and you can increase your border radius. So once you will increase your border radius, you can see how this image is getting curved. And now I just increase it till my image will no more be increased, and now you can see how this is looking. So now what I want you guys to do one more time is to apply a border that is going to be a black border so that the image should look much more better. So what you can do is that you can set it to be a solid color, and then you can add 1 pixel border, and this border color will be actually black. And now you can see that we have achieved this design, and this design is right here. Same like this, if you just go here, when I bring my mouse to this image, you can see that this image goes above. So why this is happening is that if you go into the style, then we have this hover effects. I want you to come up here, and this we have this hover animation. So what you can do is that you can set this to grow, and you can see this image will be grown in size. Same like this, there are a lot of things right over here, and you can select the one you like the most. I want you guys to go ahead and try every of the one. Just bring your mouse and see which animation you like the most. Here is a number one tip that I want to give you over here, and that is make sure to not use the funky animation, as if you want your website to be professional, then use really sleek and minimal animations on your website. So for this one, I will be choosing it to be the float. So what I will do is that I will search for float, I will hit enter, and now you can see that my image goes above just like that. Alright, now what we need to do is that we need to work with the styling for our title. So what we will do is that we will right click on our title, we will click edit heading, and now we will work with it. Alright, my dear students, so now what I want you guys to do is to go into the style, and then you have to change your color. So we will be changing our color to white so that it is visible on our screen. And now what I want you guys to do is to just go into this typography and then just increase the size. So I will be increasing the size till I get like a perfect spot, and I think this is much more fine. And this font family is actually just like which font family you want to use. So you have obviously used Microsoft Word, so you can just work with like which one you want to use for this one. So you can for your heading you can choose a bit funky one if you want to use. I kind of like it this way, but since we are building a replica of this one, so we will just choose our font to be ACME. This is the Acme font, and we are using this font for our website. But since you can see that this letter is actually very much, they do not have gapping over here, but here we do have a little bit of gapping. So what we will do is that we will just increase the gapping over here. We will just set this to 2.0. Alright, and now the gapping is exactly same as it was right here. So now what we need to do is that we need to work with the text shadow so that we can achieve this. So for that, what I want you guys to do is to just go into this text shadow and set the shadow color to be black. Alright, and just set the transparency to full black over here so that this is purely visible. Alright, just set this to full black, and now you can see that the text shadow is visible a bit. Now what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to click text shadow again, and then for the horizontal just bring it right here, and for the vertical just bring it right here to the 5. Alright, and decrease the blur a bit so that we can see the color. So I'm going to set the blur to this much, and now you can see that the text shadow is much more visible, much more crisp, and we can see that a text shadow is actually applied on the website. All right, so now what you can do is that you can just add this heading that says WordPress developer and SEO expert. So what we want to do is that we want to click this icon over here, and now we need to get this heading, and we're going to drop it right here. Now what we want to do, we want to align this to center. So now what we will do is that we will write here WordPress developer and SEO expert, and now I want you to change your HTML tag from H2 to paragraph, because this is actually a paragraph. All right, and now what we want to do, we want to go into the style, and now we have to choose the color, and we will change this to white. And now in the font, then what we will do is that we will increase the font size. So I think 21 is fine. And now what we want to do is that we want to just decrease its boldness. So you can see this is just like very much sleek in design. So what we will do is that we will set the weight of this to be basically 300. And let's see, and now you can see that we are actually getting this result over here. So that's it. Now our tagline is also done. So now what we want to do is that we want to now work with these buttons over here. The first button is going to be About Me, and if someone will click on it, he will be taken down the About Me page. And this Hire Me will actually pop up a form that we will be integrating later on, and I will show you how this pop-up works, everything works. So we will be talking about them in detail, but this button will do that. So let's just go ahead and let's take a look at it. Now first of all, what I want you guys to do is to just get this button and then just drop it over here. And now you can see that this button is added. So now what I will do is that I will align this button to center it first, and now I will change the text to actually Hire Me. All right, and the link is going to be just like hash for right now, because when we will be integrating the pop-up functionality, then I will show you how to do that. So we will be just setting this to a hash right now. All right, and now let's go ahead and let's go to the typography, and let's just set the font size to be 16 pixels. All right, and now let's go into the color, and the color code is going to be this. The color code is actually 61CE70 that you can go ahead and you can use it on your website. All right, for the Hire Me button. And then what we can do is that we can set the border type to be a solid border, and we can set the width of the border to be 2 pixels. All right, and we can use a dark shadow of the green over here. So this is going to be the dark shadow of the green. Now what we want to do is that we want to curve this button. All right, you can see that how this button is actually curved. So we want to curve this. How we're going to do that? Now first of all, what you need to do is to go into this border radius and then just curve it. And now let's go ahead and let's increase it, and now you can see that how this button is actually getting curved. So now what we will do is that we will increase it till we actually get a perfect spot. And now you can see how this is actually increased and how this is working. But if you take a look at it, you can see that there are some spacing, and this spacing is not matching this button. All right, this button is okay, fine, but this is not matching this one. So what we want to do is that we want to just use our own spacing. So for that, what we will do is that we will use padding. So what I want you guys to do is to unlink the values together so that this is how it's looking. And now just add 15 pixels from the top and 15 pixels from the bottom, and then just add 25 pixels from the right and 25 pixels from the left as well. And now you can see how is it working. So now you can see that this is how it's working, and everything is working fine just like that. So now what we need to do is that we need to work with another button that is going to be About Me. And for Hire Me, you can see that when I bring my mouse to it, the background color goes away. So how can we do that? What you need to do is to go into the Edit button, go into the Style, and then just select Hover. And on Hover, what we want to do is that we want to get rid of the background. So what we will do is that we will just choose the background type. And the background type is actually a color, and we will just transparent the color to it. So now you can see that when I bring my mouse, the color goes away, and we get to see the background image behind the button. So this is how it's actually working, and you can see how this is working. But the border is still there. So if you want to also remove the border, then you can set the border color to be transparent as well if you want to do it. So if I just do it like that, then you can see that the border will also be removed. But we don't want that, so I'm going to clear that out so that the border should be there. All right. Now what we want to do is that we want to work with this About Me button. So the site, what we say, the styling is going to be the same for this button. So what I want to do is that I want to go ahead and I want to duplicate this button. And then what I will do is that I will quickly change the title to About Me. All right. And then I will go into the style, and I want the background for the About Me to be just like no background. So what I will do is that I will change the color to actually no color at all, and I will change the border color to be black. All right. And now if someone hovers on my button, then I want to change the color to actually black. And now you can see that I have achieved this. Now here comes the main part. What I want you guys to do, I want you guys to just bring this button here and bring this button here. But in the previous videos, we learned that elements can be stacked over one another. You cannot bring elements side by side. So if you want to do that, then you need to use columns for that. So how we're going to do that? We're going to have to add 2 columns in it. And how do you add 2 columns in a column? You add an intersection. Click on it, get the intersection, and just add it over here. Now in the first one, drag the About Me button. In the second one, drag the Hire Me button. Now select the About Me button and just bring this to right. Now select the Hire Me button and bring this to left. That's it. Now you are fully done with the About Me button and Hire Me button, and we have actually achieved this design. Now for this one, you can see that I am using a black border that is very much sleek, and for this is much more thicker. So what we want to do is that we want to make it sleek as well. So what I will do is that I will click on it, I will just select this edit button, I will go into the style, and in here, instead of using 2 pixels, I will choose 1 pixel, and now 1 pixel looks perfectly fine. Now once you are done with your header or hero section, then you can go ahead and you can click update. All right. And now when you will go to localhost 8080, you should see your page just like that. So that's all for right now. In the next video, we will be working up with designing this page. Stay tuned guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video now we're going to be making our header transparent. So as you can see that this is the header that is transparent. So I told you to just keep it blue for right now. And after that, when we will be done with the hero section, then we're going to be keeping our header to be transparent. So let's just go ahead and let's do that. First of all, what I want you guys to do is to make sure that you are on the home page of the website. And then you have to go into the customize. All right. So once your customizer is actually loaded, then what you need to do is to go into the header right here. And now you should go to the general. So once you are in this general, then you need to change your style from minimal to transparent. And now you can see that this is now set to transparent, and this is how your website is looking. So now you can go ahead and you can publish this. And if you take a look at it, you can see how this is looking. But there is one thing, if you notice, that we are getting a border right here that is down below. So what we need to do is to get rid of it. And here it says header border bottom. All you need to do is to uncheck this, and now you can see that that is gone. And now if you can go ahead and you can hit publish, and now you can come up here and you can refresh this page, and you can see that this is exactly like this. So now you can just go ahead and you can go back to the home page of the website, and this is how the website is looking. So now we have achieved this result. We have achieved it right here. This is how it's looking. So now from the next video, we will be going ahead and we will be building our About Us section. That's it for right now. Stay tuned guys, and in the next video we will be working up with the About section. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, and in this video we're going to be working up with this particular section, and we're going to be implementing this on our website. So this says edit with Elementor. I want you to click on it on your home page, and you will be taken to the Elementor page builder. So now let's start with this design. Now first of all, what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to brain map like what is happening. Basically we are adding a section, and then inside that we have a column then we have a heading, and then we have inner sections right here. All right, that's it. But before doing that, I just want you to install a Chrome add-on. And what that Chrome add-on is that that Chrome add-on will just, when you will just use that, it will just get the color code. And that add-on is actually ColorZilla. So you can see that, let's suppose that I want to get the code of this particular color. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click pick color from the page. I'm going to bring my mouse to this, and now you can see I just click on it, and this color is actually copied on my clipboard. So now I can just go ahead and I can just press Control V to paste that. So I want you to go ahead and I want you to go to ColorZilla, and just right here, ColorZilla extension, and it's going to just give you that particular page. You're going to want to have to click on it, and it's going to take you to the Chrome Web Store, and now you have to just install that on your Chrome, and you should see it right here. So now whenever you will click on it, and then what you have to do is to just click pick color from the page, and you will be able to pick the colors from the website that we have. So I want you to go to itanzil.com, get the color, and then you can go ahead and you can work with it. So first of all, what we need to do is to go and create our first section. Now this section will contain one column so that we can add the heading in the center. So we're going to add this column, and then what we're going to do, we're going to add the heading right here. This heading is going to say about us or about me. Now what I want you to do, I want you to just align this to center, and then just go into the style and choose the color. So I'm going to be choosing the color to be not full black, all right? I'm going to be choosing it to be a little bit shade of gray. That's it. And now I'm going to increase the size of it. So I'm going to set the size to be just like 55. And now you can see that this is matching this, but we want to just set the boldness of it to be a little very less. So what we will do is that we will change the weight to 300, and now you can see that this is not that much bolder. So now once you are done with that, then what we need to do is that we need to add an inner section so that we can add a paragraph into it, and then we can add our skills right over here. So what we would need to do is to click on it, and then we need to get inner section. Now I want you to drag this inner section and drop it right here. And now in here, you will be needing a text editor. So just add it over here. And then in here, you will be needing to add your skills. So where is the skill? We're just going to uncheck the pro over here. We're going to go down, and here is the progress bar. So just drag this progress bar and drop it right here. Now in the title, you can see that I'm not using a title, but I'm just using the title inside this skill. So what I will do, where it says my skill, I'm going to get rid of this title so that we do have this only, and then we can use HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and whatever your skills are, you can just showcase them over here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to quickly go ahead and I'm going to add that. I'm going to add HTML, and I'm going to add this to 92%. So I'm going to increase this to 92%. All right, so that is what I wanted to do. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go into this website. I'm going to choose my ColorZilla. I'm going to pick the color from the page, and I'm going to choose this color. And now what I will do is that I will go into the style, and I will just use the color that I just copied. All right, and this color is now being used. So now what I will do is that I will quickly duplicate this particular one, and I will achieve this design: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, WordPress, UX, UI. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to duplicate it till I have like 6 progress bars. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to now quickly change these. All right, so now you can see that we have got this design and we have added this. Now what we need to do is that we need to add some of the text. So what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to add your about yourself right over here. So what I will do is that I will come up here and I will just go ahead and I will just add the text that I want to add. Now what I will do is that I will go to the style and I will set this to black color. So that's it. Now you can see that we have achieved the design that we were looking for. Now what we need to do is to add this. This is the breaker that is coming between this and this. So how you're going to add that. Now this is basically added using the section. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go into the edit section, And now what you need to do is to go into the style and just instead of using a classic color, go into the gradient. All right. And now in the first color, just get the color code from this website. So just click pick color from page and copy the color code. All right. And now what you need to do is to just add that to be your color. And the second color that you want to do is to choose this to white. So this is how it should be looking. Now what you need to do is to just set the location to be 50 and set this location to be 50 as well. So now once you're done with that, you can see that what we are getting is that this is 50 and this is 50. And now what you need to do is to set your angle to 90 degrees. And now you can see that this is how it's looking. So if this blue line is coming over there, then what you can do is that you can set this to 180, 180, and you can even increase this so that it just comes up right here like 270. But since we need it on the 90, so we will just add it right here. And now you can see that we have got a perfect spot. Like this is a gradient and this is actually set to white, and this is how it's looking. Same like this. Now you can see that we have some spacing from the top, and right here we do not have spacing. And what we need to do is that we need to give the spacing from the top. Now we want to give the spacing inside this section. So when we want to give spacing inside, then what we use padding. We don't use a margin. Let me show you. If I just add a margin, and if I just add margin from the top, like 100 pixels, you can see that it just goes down a bit. But if I just get rid of the margin, and then I want to add padding, so if I just add 100 from the padding, you can see that how it's coming. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to choose the padding to be, let's add 30. Let's increase it, and I think it's fine. And now if you just come up here, you can see that now we are done with this particular design for the About Me page. So that's it for right now. In the next video, now we're going to be working up with this section, and then we're going to be working up with this particular section. Stay tuned, guys, and let's just go ahead and let's hit update page. Let's go to localhost, and let's hit enter, and let's see if everything is coming. And yes, everything is coming. Stay tuned, guys, and in the next video, we will be working up with our service section. Bye-bye. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we are going to be building these two sections, the services section, and then we're going to be building our follow me on sections. Let's go ahead and let's get started. First of all, what I want you guys to do is to make sure that you are in the Elementor page builder, and now let's go ahead and let's get started. The services section will be a full section with one single column, and then we will be having an inner section. So let's create that. I want you to create a new section, just add a full column, and then what you can do is that you can copy this heading and you can come up here and you can paste this heading. Now once you have pasted this heading, now what you can do is that you can click edit section, and then you can come up to this website once again, click pick color from the page, just copy the color, and then just come up here and then go into the style for this edit section, go to the classic, and then go into the color and paste the color code. That's it. Now what you need to do is to just right click on it and just click edit heading, and then just change this to what I can do. Alright, now what you can do is that you can go into the style and change the color to white. That's it you need to do. Same like this, we're going to go into the typography and we're going to set the weight to be 200 so that it should be much more sleek, as it is much more sleek in here. That's it what you need to do. Now what we need is that we need a dash over here. So this dash really gives a styling enhancement to your website. So what this dash is called is actually called a divider. So if you just search for divider right here, you get this divider. You can just drag it and you can drop it here. Now you can work with the width of it. So we're going to set the width to be just like that. And now alignment to be center. So when this is aligned to center, you can see how this is coming. So we're going to set the alignment to be that much. And now what you can do is that you can go into the style and you can change the color to white. Just like that. Let's just decrease the width a bit. And let's go into the style and change the gapping to be just like that. Very much less, okay? You can just set the gapping to be 2 pixels. That's it. Now what we need to do is that we need to add this right here, these services. So these services are actually the icon right here. So we're going to be adding those icons. So first of all, you need to get this inner section, and you're going to want to have to drop it in here so that we do get that. And now you need to duplicate it so that we get 3 sections. We have inside this intersection, we get 3 columns. Now what you need to do is to get in the first one, just search for icon box so that we do get that. And now just drag this and drop it right here. Now once you are in here, just select the icon to be the laptop icon. So we're going to come up here and we're going to search for the laptop. And we do get this laptop, and now you're going to have to insert this. And now in the heading, just change the heading to web design and development. And now just get rid of the description because we're not using any description over here. So we're going to get rid of the description. Now what you need to do is to go into the style and change your primary color to white for the icon. In the content, change your title color to white as well, so that this is how it should be looking. So now what you need to do is to just right click on this element, just copy this element, right click on here and paste this element, and right click on here and paste this element. And now let's just quickly go ahead and change the title, change the icon. So for this, we are using a chart icon over here. So we're going to select this one. All right, let's click on edit box. Let's just search for the chart. And chart bar, we have this. So you can just insert that. Now, basically, you can choose any other icon. There are a list of icons that you can go ahead and you can use that. It's totally up to you. And now we're going to change our service to SEO, or you can just write here, search engine optimization. And for the last one, what we're going to do, we're going to select this one. And for this one, we are actually using an image sign. So we're going to just look for the image. You can just search for the image right here. You can just select like this one. And then you can go ahead and you can hit insert. And this is the image icon that is added. And so now let's go ahead and let's change this to graphic design. But here, if you notice one thing, when I bring my mouse, you can see how this color is actually changing. So how you're going to do that? Basically, this color can be applied to this column. So you can just select edit column. You can go into the style, and for the hover, you can just add a classic color, and that classic color is going to be black. And now you can see how this is changing. Now what you can do is that you can copy this column and you can paste the style of the column that you copied, and you can paste the style of the column that you copied over here, and you can see now this is how it's looking. Now what you can do is that you can finally go up here and you can add some spacing from the top of it. So what you can do is that you can come up here, you can select this section, you can go into the advanced, and now you need to give some padding. So we're going to be adding 32 pixels padding, and from the bottom as well, you can just increase that and you can add some padding as well, like how much you need, and you can just add it, and you can see that now we have got this design and we have actually copied it. Now what we need to do is to work up with this follow me on section. So let's just go ahead and let's create that. Now what you can do is that you can go ahead and you can duplicate this section to just speed up the process. Then what you can do is that you can click edit section, go into the style and change the color to white, and then select just basically get rid of this right here, this inner section, which is this. So basically let me just choose it to be white only, so that blue only, so that you can see first. Then what I want you guys to do is to get rid of this inner section and then just get this divider and change its color to black. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's change this heading. So this heading will be changed to follow me on. All right, and now you're gonna have to change the heading color as well. Now once you're done with that, then you can go ahead and click edit section, and then you can get rid of the color right here so that it is pure white. All right, and now what we need to do is to get social icons. So social icons can be found, let's go down, and right here we've got the social icons. You're gonna have to drag this widget, and now you have to drop it right here, and now you can see that we have got these icons right here. So now we need to just get this styling for that. So what you need to do is to go into the style and change the custom color. Okay, and once you change the custom color, you can set a primary color, like which one you need, and then you can go on with it. So first of all, we need this blue color, so we're gonna go and we're gonna just click pick color from the page, and we're gonna get this color. Now, since you can see that once we hover on it, it just goes back. So since this and this colors is actually same, so we're going to click on it so that that color is copied. And now you can come up here and you can paste this color so that every color is changed like that. Now let's go ahead and let's move back to the content. And let's change the shape to circle so that this is actually changed to circle. And now you can see that we have actually achieved this design. So for Facebook, you can see that we are using F over here, simple F, and this is how it's looking for this. So what you need to do is to come up here and just click on it, and then just go into the font awesome brands. And once you are in here, you can see that we have just the normal F for Facebook, so use that for Facebook. Then we have Facebook, Twitter, and then for this one, we're gonna have to just use another one. So what we will do, we will use Google Plus for it. So let's just go into the brand, and now let's search for Google, and you should see this Google Plus over here, so you can use that. And now you can go ahead and you can duplicate this so that we get another one as well. And for this one, we're gonna use WhatsApp. Just add the WhatsApp over here, and this is also added. And now let's go ahead and let's click on duplicate so that we get another one. And this, for this one, we're gonna go into the brands and we're gonna search for Instagram, and we're gonna add this. Now remember one thing, that you can add your Facebook page link over here. You can add your Twitter username, twitter.com/your username over here, so that you can go into, so that anyone can go into your profile. Same like this, you can add your Google Plus profile over here, your WhatsApp profile, WhatsApp link over here. Now, how you're gonna add your WhatsApp link? What you can do is that you can just go ahead and you can search for WhatsApp link generator. And now you can go ahead and you can go into this particular website that says this right here, and then you have to click create WhatsApp link. Now here you have to enter your phone number. So let's suppose that I enter the phone number here, and then what you need to do is to click preview. All right, and it's going to take you to a page. Okay, so whatever the page it has taken you, then what you need to do is to just copy the link of that, and then what you need to do is to come up here and paste that. And then whenever user will click on it, he will be taken to that particular page, and then you can go ahead and you can click continue to chat, and then that particular page will be open, and then you can contact that person. So basically anyone from anywhere can contact you based on that. All you need to do is to enter your correct WhatsApp number over there. The last one, that is the Instagram. So you can also go ahead and you can add your Instagram username, just like instagram.com/username over here, so that people can follow you on Instagram. Let's now work with the styling. So let's just first work with the size of the icons. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna increase the size of the icons. I will set this to 35, and then what I want you to do is to work with the spacing. So let's just increase the spacing, and I think now it's fine. So now you can see that we have exactly got this, what we wanted to build, and this is how it's looking. So now let's go ahead and let's add some padding from the bottom as well. So let's just click edit section. Let's just go into the advanced, and let's add the padding to be 45 or 46. And now you can see that we do have some spacing from the top and the bottom, and this makes it to be much more perfect. Similarly, now for the hover effects, you can add that. You can just click on this icon, and then you can go into the edit social icons, and then here you can see we have got the icon hover. So for the icon hover, we're going to change the color to black. So now you can see how this color is changing, just like it's changing over here. So that's it. Now from the next video, I will show you how you can go ahead and how you can design this call to action. Stay tuned guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we will be working up with this call to action button. Now this is going to say need a professional developer, and if someone will click on it, it is going to just open up the same pop-up that we were showing right here. So we're going to just work on it. So let's just go ahead and let's work with it. First of all, we need a section, then a column, then just a heading, and then we need a button. All right, so let's just go ahead and let's create a section, and let's add a column. And then what you need to do is to just go into the height and just set this to minimum height, and then just keep it to be 400 pixels. All right, then what we need is that we need a heading. So we're gonna just do it like that, and then we're gonna align this to center, and we're gonna just say need a professional developer. And now we're gonna stop our thing here. Now what we need to do is to work with the background image that we have in here, and this background image is actually a laptop image. So I'm just searching for a laptop on unsplash.com. I found this particular image, so all you need to do is to download this image right from here, click download, get it downloaded, and then you need to go to photop.com to just resize the image. Now you need to go ahead and you need to click new project. Here, just set this to CTA. This is call to action for iTanzil, our website. And then you're going to have to go ahead and create it. Make sure that this is set to 1280 by 720 pixels. Now what you need to do is to just drag the downloaded image and drop it in here. Now here you can see that this image is just growing outside here, so we need to make sure that we just use this white space that we have. So I want you to hold the shift and drag this image right from here, and I want you to hold the shift and drag this image right from here. That's it. And now you need to hit enter. And now what you can do is that you can go ahead, you can just go to file and export this image as a JPEG file, and now you can just set it to be just like quality to be 65%, and now you can hit save. Alright, my dear students, so once you have saved the file, then what you need to do is to right click on this edit section, go into the style, and then just select the background type to be classic, and just choose the image. So now we need to upload the image, and we need to drop it in here. And now you can see that this image is right here, and it is only 24 kilobytes. Let's just compare it. So here you can see that this image was actually 1.1 MB, and now it is only 24 kilobytes. So you can see the drastic difference that we have over here. Now you have to click insert media, and you can see that this image is repeating. So we're going to go into the repeat, and we're going to set this to no repeat. Now we have to go into the cover, and you can see that the image is set to cover. But there is one thing, you can see that the image is fixed. So we need to make sure that the image is fixed in the background. So we're going to set this to fixed. All right. And now you can see this is how it's looking. If I just click on it, you can see this image is still in the background. And this section is actually moving. So now what we will do is that we will just apply a background overlay. And this background overlay is going to be full black. All right. And now what you can do is that you can set the opacity to be a bit more darker over here, so that this is how it's looking. And now you can go ahead and you can work up with the heading right here. So let's just right click on the heading and click edit heading. So now what we need to do is to go into the style, change our color to white, and let's go into the typography, and let's set the size to be 57, I guess. And let's just decrease the weight to 200. And now you can see that we have achieved this design over here. Then what you can do is that you can go ahead and you can drag a button and you can drop it down below. Right here, you can align this to center, and you can set the text to be hire me. All right. Now you can see there is extra spacing, so you can just increase this and then just decrease it so that that extra spacing is actually gone from here. This is basically a bug right here in Elementor that is giving some icon spacing. So now what we need is that we need to give some spacing right here. So what we will do is that we will just click on it and we will just search for a space, and we have got the spacer, so we're going to just drag it right here. And we're going to set its value to be like 10, which should be really very minimal. And now you can see that we have achieved this design. Now we have to change its color. So let's just go ahead and let's do that. So first of all, what we need to do is to just open up our ColorZilla and click pick color from page. And then you need to just get the color. But since we have the hover effect there, so we can just choose the pure red color. So what we need to do is to right click on our button, click edit button, go into the style and change the color to the red. All right. So once you have added the red color, then what we need to do is to go into the typography and set the size to be 24 pixel and then weight to be 200. All right. So that this is how it should be looking. And now you can see that this is how this sleek and elegant it is looking. Now what you need to do is to, or just set this to 300 so that this is much more visible. Now let's go to the hover effects, and for the hover effects on hover, just get rid of the color. And so now you can see this is how it should be looking on hover. All right, and now here you can, if you notice one thing, by default the button is actually has a curve, and here this is square, full square. So if you want to do it, then what you can do is that you can go to the border radius and set this to 0 so that this is full square. By default there is actually a value so that this is actually a bit curved, so if you need it full square you can do it that way. And now we are also done with our button right here. So that's it. This is our project that has been completed. If you go to the website, you can see this is how the website is looking. So now from the next video, I will show you guys how you can implement the button right here. So if someone will click on it, the pop-up should be opened, and then there can be the things. Same like this, if someone clicks on the About Me page, he should be taken down. So we're going to implement that as well. So from the next video, we will be going ahead and we will be working up with the pop-up. I will show you how you can go ahead and how you can implement the pop-up. Stay tuned guys, and bye-bye. Hello and welcome back guys. So in this video, now we're going to be working up with the pop-up. Now as you can see that we are right here and we do not have the functionality for the pop-up right here. So what we would need to do is that if we do not have something, then we have to basically install a plugin for that. So what we need to do is to go into the plugin, and then we need to click add new. And now what we need to do is that we need to search for pop-up. That's it. And now you need to hit enter. And now whatever the plugin that has most installations, we will be going up with that particular plugin, and that has most 5-star reviews. So you can see that this pop-up maker is actually the plugin that has got so many installation, and that has got 5-star reviews, and it is also compatible with our version for WordPress. So we're going to hit install, and we're going to install this plugin. Alright, so once the plugin is installed, then you need to click activate, and the plugin will be activated. Alright, so once the plugin is activated, you will be taken here, and it is just telling you welcome to this, and this. And now what you need to do is to go into the pop-up maker, which is the window that is right here, and now you need to click all pop-ups. And now you can see it says example auto opening announced pop-up. So let's just click skip tour, and let's keep it to be disabled right here, and let's create our first pop-up by just clicking here create new pop-up. Now here you need to enter a name so that you can remember the pop-up name from. So this is going to be like hire me tans. Alright, and now in here for the pop-up title, you need to enter the title that is going to appear when someone will click on it, and this should be the title. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to say that hire me is the title for our name. And now what we can do is that we can add please submit the form for hiring me. So we're going to just add this much. Please submit the form for hiring me. Alright, that's it. Now what we can do is that we can go ahead and we can publish this particular pop-up. But now what we need to do is that we need to tell our Elementor, we need to tell our website that if someone will click on this button, then open up the pop-up. So how we're going to open that? Now if we go to pop-ups right here, and then we click hire me tans, and then we click open pop-up, you can see that this pop-up is actually open. But what we need to do is that we need to assign this pop-up into a button so that if someone clicks on it, then the pop-up should be opened. And here comes the trigger. So if you go down, you can see you get this trigger. All you need to do is to click add new trigger. Now you can see it just tells you click open. Now it tells you prevent pop-up from showing visitor again. Like, do you want to prevent the pop-up to show again? We just want to uncheck this because we want to say that how many times the user clicks this button on the website, then we want to show the pop-up. So you can see that I close it, I just click again, the pop-up is open, I click again, the pop-up is open. This means that. So we want to basically just show the pop-up unlimited times whenever the user clicks the button. Now what you need to do is to click add. And then what you need to do is to just add this like pop-up ID. And what you're going to do, you're going to click on this right here, and it says link exact match. Just click on it, and now you can see it says exact URL, a href exact URL. Just whatever, everything that is inside the inverted commas, just select everything, okay, and get rid of it. And now here you need to add an ID. So let's just add that. First of all, what you need to do is to go into your website and click edit with Elementor. Now once you are in here, then what you need to do is to click edit button, and in the link what you need to do is to add hash. Just add a hash, and after the hash just add hire me. So this is the text. The hire me is the thing that we are going to trigger the pop-up to load. So now what we will do is that we will hit update. And now what we will do, whatever we added in there, we will add it here. We will add hash hire me. And now what we will do is that we will hit add, and now we will hit update. That's it. That is the only thing you need to do. And now when you will come up here to the website, so if we just go to the website and we just click on it, we get to see the pop-up. So what we did, we added a hash hire me URL, and then what we did, we just added the trigger, and that trigger was this link exact match. And in the inverted commas, we added hash hire me, so that now you can see that the pop-up is being opened. Same like this. Now what you can do is that you can go into the edit with Elementor, and you can do the exact same thing you did there, and you need to add it over here. So we're going to edit the button, and in here we're going to add hire me, and now you can go ahead and you can hit update. And now when you will just go to the website, and now you go down and you click on it, you get to see the pop-up. So now once the pop-up is actually done, then what you need to do is to design the pop-up. So how you're going to design that? Now you can see that when I come up here, and this is the website that is stored online, when I click on it, the pop-up is just like very much best. So how you're going to do that? Now basically you need to go into the pop-up themes to just take a look at all the themes. So now let's just view the default theme. Let's just edit it on new tab, and this is how it's looking. So you can see this pop-up theme kind of bit sucks. So we're going to go into the light box, and we're going to edit this, and we're going to see how does this look. This looks kind of good, but in this particular website I am using the enterprise box right here, and this is the one I'm using. So what you can do is that you can design this theme, like you can select a color. So since we are using the blue color for our website, we're going to go with that. The container, you can work with the padding, like how much padding you want to give, so you can just decide that. So I'm going to decrease the padding a bit, and the border radius, how much border radius you want to give, and you can see how is it working. The title, you can work with the font family, you can work with the font weight, so you can set this to 300, and it's going to be much more heavier than that. And you can work with just like close button text, that is going to be close, and you can work with pretty well these things. So basically we're going to be going up with this enterprise blue theme. All right, so we're going to go with that. Now what we need to do is to go into our all pop-ups, and this hire me tans was the pop-up we created, so we're going to edit that pop-up. Now we're going to go down, and where it says display, here is the appearance, and now you need to change your default theme to enterprise blue. Once you are done with that, you need to go ahead, click update, and now you need to go to the website. So now if you will come up here and you will click this button, you can see that this is how it's looking, and this is exactly matching our our website right here, this. So this is exactly matching our this form. Now from now on, in the next video, I will show you how you can go ahead and how you can create a form, a contact form, so that person can just enter his information, and then the email will be sent. So I'm going to show you how you can do that in the next video. So stay tuned guys, and bye bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video now we're going to be working up with the pop-up form. So if I just click on it, you can see that this is right here, but now we need to add a form in it so that the form should look like this on just clicking hire me. All right, this is how it should be looking. So let's just go ahead and let's do that. First of all, what you need to do is to go to the plugin and make sure to install a contact form plugin. This is the contact form 7 plugin. If you go to the add new and now you search for a contact form, you should see that plugin right over there. Right here, you can see this is a contact form. So now you can go ahead and you can activate this plugin. This plugin is going to be activated. And now let's go ahead and let's take a look at the contact form. So now you can see that the contact form 1 is created by the default, and it is giving us the short code that we can go ahead and we can add it here, and here should be the form. But we want to add some more fields in it. We want to ask for the business name. We want to ask for the service that can be like web design, SEO, and graphic design, since we are showing those services right down below. And also we want to just add a message in these things right here. So if you go to the edit for the contact form, we do have the label for your name, we do have the label for your email, and we do have the label for your subject and your message. But we need to add business name and select your service. So let's add that. First of all, what you need to do is to just go ahead and just copy this and then just come up here and paste it, and just paste it twice. And now instead of this your email, just add it your business name, or you can just add it to be like business name. And then for this, just work with select service. All right, and now just get rid of this email tab in here. Okay, and then for this business name, we need a text field. So we will say that this is a text field and this is required, and this is the business name, so we're gonna add the name to be business name. Okay, and this is going to be added here. And now you can add a default value if you want to add and these things, but we are not going to be adding anything. We're just going to add that, and now we're going to hit insert tag, and now you can see that this is added. So once this is added, then we are going to work with the service. So let's just select it and just get rid of it, and now we need a select box. So this is actually a select box, so we need that. Now for that, what you need to do is to just look for the drop down menu, just click on it, and now here it is. And now you're gonna have to require the field, and in here we're gonna set the name to be service. And now in here you need to give the options, one per line. So let's add that. First is gonna be web design and web design, the second one is gonna be SEO, and the third one is gonna be graphic design. All right, and now what you can do is that you can go ahead and you can hit insert tag. That's it. So now you need to select the service, subject, and everything, and these fields are actually required, and then we have the submit. Now in the mail settings, you can add your site mail, like from where you want to send the email to. So these type of settings we will be doing later on when we will be uploading our website to the online server. And the reason for that is because in the local server, you're not allowed to send the emails. So the email will not be sent, all right, using this contact form. So when we will be uploading our basically contact form, our website to the online server, then I will show you how you're going to do that. So once you're done with that, then what you need to do is to hit save, and this will be saved. So once this is saved, then just go ahead and refresh this, and now just go to the mail, and in the mail you can see that we've got this business name and service that we need to add in here. So this is going to be the message body. This is how your form will look like. And now you can go down and you can just add another field that is going to be business name, and then a colon. And now you can copy whatever the field the person will type will be added in here. And now here you can write service colon, and now whatever the service that the user will select from the drop down will appear here. And now then here is going to be the message, and then here is going to be like from which, for the name of the person and the email of the person. And now you can go ahead and you can hit save. Now once you're done with that, you're going to have to copy this short code, and now you have to go to the pop-up maker, go to the all pop-up, go into the hire me TANs, and then right down below after that, just paste the contact form and then just hit update. That's it. Now when you will come to the website and you will refresh this and you will click on it, you get to see this, which is exactly the same we created before. So in the bracket, you can also write required as well if you want to add that, and it will appear just like that. And now when the person will submit, the form will be sent, to the email address that you will add over there in the form. But remember one thing, when we will be uploading our website to the online server just like that, then I will teach you how the form is actually sent and how can you receive the email from that. So stay tuned, guys. Now we are fully done with the contact form as well. Stay tuned and bye-bye. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be integrating our About Me button with this particular section, so that if someone will click on it, he should be taken down to this particular section, as we are doing on our online project that we have. So if you can see that when I click About Me, I'm taken down. I'm going to show you how you can integrate that. Now this is happening because we have applied an ID to this particular section. And how you're going to do that, let's just see. So what I want you to do, I want you to go into the Edit with Elementor. And then what you need to do is to right click on this section and click Edit Section. Then what you need to do is to go into the Advanced, and you should see the CSS ID. Now what you need to do is to write here an ID. So what we will write here, About Me. And now what we will do is that we will hit Update. That's it what you need to do. And now what you need to do is to right click on this button and click Edit Button, and in the link, whatever you typed in here in the edit section About Me, you need to add it in the link for the button. Alright, so we will write here About Me, and now we will hit Update. That's it. And now what you need to do is to just go to the website, and now when you will click About Me, you can see that now you are taken down. So that's it. Now in the next video, we're going to be understanding how to do the mobile optimization for our website. And I will show you why you should be doing the mobile optimization first. And after that, we will be working up with the mobile optimization for our website. So stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hello, my dear students. In this video, we're going to be doing the mobile optimization for our website. So let's understand why mobile optimization is really very necessary. Now, if you take a look at the statistics of the mobile traffic from 2011 to 2021, you can see that in 2011, the mobile traffic that used to come on a website was only 60%. But after 2014, it reached to 27%. And the reason for that is because new phones were launched, iPhone 4S, and people were mostly interested to buy that phone, and they had the 3G in it, so they could just visit that website and just perform operations on that. Similarly, now in 2017, it has reached to 52%. And in 2020, when the COVID came, you can say that now 5G is coming, and everything is just like drastically increasing. So now it has, in 2021, it has reached to 56%. And you can see that it was gone below in 2019, but now it is going again above that. So that means that it is more than 50%. The traffic on your website will come on a mobile device. And that is why this is also said by the Google that if your website is not fully optimized for the mobile device, then you will not receive traffic, and your SEO, your search engine optimization, will not be good. Now, there is a complete section for the search engine optimization. I do have added some of the videos, but I will show you like how to optimize your website for search engine optimization, and that is at the end of this course. But I would not recommend you to watch it right now until and unless you are completed with all the 5 projects that are taught in this course. But I have added that particular video right in the end of this course that you can go ahead and you can watch after you are done with that. And in that particular video, I have said that mobile optimization is really very necessary. But since we are making the website and our website is completed, now we will be doing the mobile optimization, and I will show you how you can do that. So you can use the Chrome feature itself for the mobile optimization. What I want you guys to do is to just open incognito window, and you should see the incognito window right here. Now what you need to do is to type in here localhost or localhost:8080, whatever the port you are using. And then what you need to do is to right click on it, and then you should click this inspect over here. And when you will click this inspect, if you see it like this, then here you should see this toggle device toolbar. All right. Right after this, you should see this toggle device toolbar here. All you need to do is to click on it, and now here you can select your device. like what device you want to choose, and then the website will be shown according to that. So you can either select iPhone 6, 7, 8 Plus, and this is how the website will look like on an iPhone 6, 7, 8 Plus. On iPhone 10, this is how it will look like. On iPhone 5, this is how it will look like. All right, so what you need to do is to just set this to iPhone 10, and you can see how this is looking. So first of all, you can see this logo is pretty much bigger, and then we have the menu right down below. It should not be like that. Similarly, this image is coming in the background of the logo. We need to change that, and we also need to work with these buttons right here. Along with that, you can see that this line is coming like that. However, we want it this way so that we should be having a background of blue till here, and then it should be purely white. So we need it that way. Similarly, for the what I can do, this is completely fine, but this heading is coming in two line, and we need to just make sure that it comes in one single line. Same like this, and then these are coming in two lines, so we need to make sure that they come in one single line. This heading needs to be altered, and that's it. There are some things that we need to do, so we're going to be doing that in this particular video. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at that. First of all, what I want you to do is to work with the logo. So the logo can be altered using the theme itself. So we are using the Ocean WP theme, so we will go to the customize right here, and you should be taken to the theme customizer. Alright, my dear students, so once you are in the theme customizer, then here right down below, you can see that we do have the mobile, we do have the tablet, and we do have the computer. Alright, so if you switch to the mobile device, you can see that we have this logo and then we have this menu. Now what we need to do is that we need to alter this logo size so that this logo should be in a one single line, and then the menu should be right after that. So how you're going to do that, you have to go into the typography, and then you should see this logo. Now here you can see that we do have this font size for the logo right here. And now on the desktop, if I just switch to the desktop mode, you can see that we are using 46 pixel. And I want to switch back to the mobile device. What I will do is that I will click on the desktop and I will click this mobile, and now I can use any other value. So let's suppose that I just set this to 40 pixels, and now you can see that it has gone in one single line, but this menu is coming right here. So we need to alter it that way so that the menu should be also right here. So what we will do is that we will use 35 pixels. Alright, and 35 pixels seem perfectly fine to me because I think this screen size is for iPhone 4S, and iPhone 4S is so much obsolete nowadays that no one even uses that. So if you want to go with 35 pixels, it's totally okay, but I will be setting this to 32 pixels so that they both come in one single line so that it just works perfectly okay. Now what you can do is that you can go ahead and you can hit publish, and that's it. Your header is completely done on this particular thing right here, and there is nothing that you need to do. So if you now go to your Chrome right here, incognito window, if you open that up and you refresh this, you can see that it just comes in one single line. Even if you switch to the iPhone 5, it just comes in one single line, so there is no need to worry. Alright, let's just move back to the iPhone 10, and now what we need to do is to work with the page builder, that is the Elementor, because the rest of the thing is designed with the Elementor itself, so we need to make sure that we work with the Elementor right now. Let's just go ahead and let's do that. First of all, what I want you to do is to click on this cross right here, and then you should click Edit with Elementor so that you are taken to the Elementor page builder. Alright, my dear students, so once you are in the Elementor page builder, then what we need to do is that we need to give some spacing from the top. So on the mobile device. So basically we need to see how our website will look on a mobile device, and for that what you need to do is to click this responsive mode right over here, and you should see that this is a thing that is coming, and it is just telling you like what is the size of your mobile and everything, and you can now work with it. So the size for the iPhone 10 you can see is 375 by 812. So what we will do is that we will type in here that we will just say 375 by 812. Alright, and now you can see that this is actually the size for an iPhone 10. So we will just say that we are optimizing it for iPhone 10, and it will be automatically optimized for most of the mobile devices. So you don't need to worry. Now, as you can see that if we open up the incognito mode again, there is a logo coming. So what we need to do is that we need to give some spacing from the top. Alright, we need to give some spacing from the top. So now we need to give some spacing from the top, and the spacing will be given inside the section. So when we want to give spacing inside, we use margins or paddings. Yes, we use paddings. So what we need to do is to go into the advanced, and then we need to add some padding into it. So all you need to do is to unlink the values together, and then what you need to do is to give some spacing, padding from the top. So we will say we need to give 50. 50 seems fine to me, or we will just set this to 55. All right, and in the bottom, we will just give some on the bottom as well, and that will be like 3, 4, 5 pixels. That's it. Now, if you will just go ahead and you will hit update, and now if you will go to the website, and now if you will refresh this website, you can see that now our website kind of seems to be perfectly okay. Now we need to work with this heading. So we need to work with this heading. So all you need to do is to right click on this heading, and now you need to go into the style. So once you are in the style, and if you click this typography, you can see that we have the size for the mobile device. Now if you switch to the desktop, then you can see that we are using 54 pixels. And on mobile, if I just click this desktop and I just click mobile here, then you can see that this is actually getting this default size from the desktop as well. So let me just change the width to 375. All right. And so now what we need to do is that we need to align, we need to bring it in one single line. So what we will do is that we will just use it that way so that it should come in a one single line. So what we will do is that we will use it to be 34 or 33 pixels. And 33 pixels now seems perfectly fine to me, and you can see how it's working. Similarly, now what we need to do is that we need to align these buttons so that this button should be right here and this button should be right here. And we are using columns. So if you take a look at the column, if you click on the column, you can see we get column width. And if we switch to the desktop, then you can see that column width is actually set to 50% by the default on the desktop. And let me show you. If I just set this to 30%, you can see how this is working. And if I switch this to 50%, then you can see that this is aligned to center. All right, so by the default, this is set to 50% when you add 2 columns. When you add 3 columns, this is set to 33.33%. All right, so this is how it's going to work. Like this section is going to have 2 columns, and these 2 columns will divide its size by 100%. So this is how it's going to work. Now, if we just switch to the mobile device, then you can see that by the default, this is set to 100%. Okay, this is set to 100%. But what we need to do is that we need to say that we want to set this to 50%, and then we want to set this column to 50% as well. Let's just set the width to 375. And now you can see this is how it will look like on a mobile device. So now what you can do is that you can go ahead and you can hit update. And now if you will go to the website and you will refresh this website, you can see that this is how it's looking. So now what you can do is that you can even get rid of the padding, because now since we have aligned this, we don't need to work with the padding much more. So we will go into the edit section and we will say that we don't need the padding, and we don't need the padding from the bottom as well. And now you can go ahead and you can hit update. And now you can go to the website, and if you will refresh this website, you can see that the website seems perfectly fine and okay to us. Now here comes this one. This section, the About Me section. So we need to work on it. Now in this About Me section, what is happening is that we have a gradient effect that is coming, and we need to bring this gradient effect right till here. So let me show you how this is going to be trigged. Now if you go to the responsive mode again, if you click on it, you can see that this is how this gradient effect is here. But on the mobile device, when we just go to the mobile device, you can see the gradient effect. The gradient effect is coming as the same on the mobile device. So let's suppose that we want to change this. What we will do is that we will click edit section, and then we will go to the style. Now you can see that the angle is not allowing us to do for the mobile device. Like this, for the desktop mode, we set the angle to 90 so that the angle should be 90 like that, and that was giving a great effect. But on a mobile device, this angle 90 is not giving a great effect. For the mobile device, we need to just change the angle. So let me show you. What I will do is that I will duplicate this, and now I will have 2 About Me section. And let me design this About Me section according to the mobile device so that you can see. So what I will do is that I will go to the style, and then I will go into the angle, and I will just change the angle to, I guess, so 180. Yes. And now 180 looks fine. And then what I will do is that I will increase the location of my gradient till here. And now you can see that this about me is looking perfectly fine for a mobile device. But this is not looking on a mobile device. And now if we switch to the desktop device, you can see that this is not looking fine on a desktop. So what we can do, this is looking fine on a desktop and this is looking fine on a mobile device. Now this is really very great thing about the Elementor, and that is what you can do is that you can hide this on a mobile device and you can hide this on a desktop device. So this is really a great feature about Elementor. So what we will do is that we will let me just update this page and let me show it to you. If I just open up this and I just refresh this, you can see that I will get both the sections. I will get this section and then I will get the perfectly okay section. And if I just switch to the normal mode, then I get both the section, I get this section, and I get this section. So what I want to do is that I want to hide this section on the desktop and I want to hide this section on a mobile. So if I just switch to the inspect again, then this section will be hidden on mobile and this section will be shown. Let's see how it goes. So what we want to do is that we want to hide this section on a mobile device. So what we will do is that we will right click on it. We will go to the advanced. Then we will go to the responsive. And then here it says hide on mobile. So what we will do is that we will hide this on mobile device. And now what we will do is that we will hit update. Now if you just go to the website and now when you will refresh this, you can see that that particular section is hidden on a mobile device. And this is how it's looking now. So how cool is that? Now we are only getting the single section right here. But if I just click cross over here, then I get to see both the sections. So what we want to do is that on desktop, we want to hide this then. So what we will do is that we will select this one. We will click edit section. We will go to the advanced. We will now go to the responsive and we will say that on desktop, hide this. And then you can go ahead and you can hit update. And now when you will go to the website and now when you will refresh this, you will see that that particular section is hidden on the desktop. But if you go to the inspect, that particular section will be visible on the desktop or on the mobile device. So how cool and amazing is that? Now let's go to the what I can do section. Let's just change back to the normal mode. So what I can do, let's just change the width to 375. And let's just select this edit heading. And now here you need to go into the style, just go to the typography and decrease the heading size a bit, just like that. Remember on the desktop mode, there is 55 and on mobile device, now we have set this to 46 pixels. So now this is fine. And now what we need to do is to edit this heading, go into the style, just go to the typography and change the size. So we're going to increase the size just like that till we get the perfect spot. And we have got that. Similarly, now you need to just click edit social icons, go into the style and the spacing, you need to decrease the spacing. So if you go to the desktop mode, you can see that we are using 39 pixel spacing each side. But on mobile device, we want to decrease it, obviously. So what we will do is that we will go into the mobile device. And now what we will do is that we will just work with the spacing. So we will decrease the spacing and we will also decrease the size of it. That's it. This is actually perfectly okay. Now what we need to do is to work with this heading. So let's just click edit heading over here. Let's go to the style and let's just work with the size of this heading. And if this is coming in 2 lines, it's perfectly okay. You can go with that. And there we go. Now our website is fully done for the mobile optimization. If you go ahead and you click update, and now when you will go to the website and you will refresh this, you can see that on desktop, nothing has changed. But if you go to the inspect here and then you switch to the mobile device, then everything is perfectly okay for the mobile device. Similarly, if you just switch to the iPhone 6, 7, 8 Plus, this is perfectly okay. However, for the iPhone 5 or SE, there might be some changes, like this is coming in 2 lines, but iPhone 5 is like not much used nowadays, so you do not have to worry about it. If you want to design it for the iPhone 5, then you can use the 320 pixels width and 568 pixels heading height as well, and you can design it accordingly. But I would suggest to go for iPhone 6. iPhone 6 is most now used. That is the backline, and now like for iPhone 6, it's perfectly okay. So you do not need to actually worry about it. All right, and now you can see that your website is fully done. Let's just move ahead and let's move back to the tablet, and let's see how does it look on a tablet. Now, iPad is a tablet, so let's see how it looks on an iPad. On an iPad, you can see that we are getting both the sections, so we need to work on that. So what we will do is that on iPad, we will hide this mobile one. All right, and the rest of the thing seems perfectly okay. We do not need to do any change. So what we will do for iPad, we will just hide this one, the mobile one. We will hide this on the iPad. So let's just go ahead and let's do that. I'm gonna just minimize it, and I'm gonna select this one, which is the mobile one. I'm gonna first switch to the tablet mode, and on tablet mode, you can see that this is looking fine. This is looking fine. Everything is looking fine. But this section, I want to hide this. So what I will do is that I will right click on it. I will go to the advanced. I will go to the responsive, and I will say that I want to hide this on tablet. All right, and this will be hidden on the tablet. And now when I will hit update, and now when I will view the incognito mode again, and I will refresh this page, you can see that that is gone. And our website seems to be perfectly fine to look on the iPad here as well. So that's it. Even if you click hire me, this is the pop-up that is coming, and this is also perfectly fine. Similarly, if you go into the iPhone 10, you can see that this is right here, and if you click on it, you get to see the pop-up, and the pop-up seems to be perfectly fine, working perfectly fine right here. So that's it. Now we are fully done with our mobile optimization, and in the next video, now we will be uploading our website to the online server. So stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye.